Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aditya Arya Widapradana from class 11A and attendance number 1. Here I will tell the entire story of a novel with 96 pages. This novel is entitled The Woodlander, written by Thomas Hardy, a great English novelist and poet. So here is a summary of the entire story of this novel. Orientation. The story takes place in a small woodland village called Little Hintic and concerns the efforts of an honest woodsman, Giles Winterburn, to marry his childhood sweetheart, Grace Milbury. Although they have been informally betrothed for some time, her father has made financial sacrifices to give his adored only child a superior education and no longer considers girls good enough for her. Complication. When the new doctor, a well-born and handsome young man named Edward Fitzpierce, takes an interest in Grace, her father does all he can to make Grace forget Giles and to encourage what he sees as a brilliant match. Grace has misgivings prior to the marriage as she is a village woman, Sue Dempson, coming out of his cottage very early in the morning and suspects he has been sleeping with her. She tells her father that she does not want to go on with the marriage and he becomes very angry. Later, Fitzpierce tells her Sue has been to visit him because she was in agony from toothache and he extracted a molar. Grace clutches at this explanation. In fact, Fitzpierce has started an affair with Sue some weeks previously. After the honeymoon, the couple take up residence in an unused wing of Milbury's house. Soon, however, Fitzpierce begins an affair with a rich widow named Mrs. Sherman, which Grace and her father discover. Grace finds out by chance that Sue Dempson has a full set of teeth and realizes that Fitzpierce lied to her. The couple become progressively more estranged and Fitzpierce is assaulted by his father-in-law after he accidentally reveals his true character to him. But Sue Dempson and Mrs. Sherman turn up at Grace's house, demanding to know whether Fitzpierce is alright. Grace addresses them but sarcastically as wives all. Fitzpierce later deserts Grace and goes to the continent with Mrs. Sherman. Grace realizes that she has only ever really loved Giles, but as there is no possibility of divorce, feels that her love seems hopeless. Milbury is told by a former legal guard down on his luck that the law was changed in the previous year and divorce is now possible. He encourages Giles to resume his courtship of Grace. It later becomes apparent, however, that Fitzpierce's adultery is not sufficient for Grace to be entitled to a divorce. When Fitzpierce quarrels with Mrs. Sherman and returns to Little Hintic to try to reconcile with his wife, she flees the house and turns to Gaius for help. Resolution. He is still convalescing from a dangerous illness, but nobly allows her to sleep in his hut during stormy weather, whereas he insists on sleeping outside. As a result, he dies. Grace later allows herself to be won back to the repentant Vespers, thus sealing her fate as the wife of an unworthy man. This is after Zeus' husband Timothy thinks has set a man trap to try to crush Vespers' leg, but it only tears Grace's scarf. No one is left to mourn Gaius except a courageous peasant girl named Martin Saul, who has always loved him. Marty is a plain girl whose only attribute is her beautiful hair. She is persuaded to sell this at the start of the story to a barber who is procuring it for Mrs. Sherman. After Marty realizes that Gaius loves Grace and not her, she precipitates the final quarrel between Vespers and Mrs. Sherman by writing to Vespers and telling him of the origin of most of Mrs. Sherman's hair. So that's a summary of the entire story. We can take a moral lesson from the story of the Woodlanders. The moral lesson we can take include 1. Loyalty and betrayal. The importance of loyalty in relationship and the negative impact of betrayal. 2. Social class and happiness. Happiness is not always determined by social status or wealth. 3. Love and sacrifice. True love often requires sacrifice and deep understanding. 4. Environmental influence. The living environment and social background have a major influence on individuals' life and decision. 5. Faith and choice. A combination of faith and personal choice shapes a personal life path. That is the content of my presentation this time. Thank you for your listening. Hopefully what I say can be useful for all of us. If there are shortcomings, please forgive, because perfection truly belongs to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.